All right, fig lovers, this is Ross the Fig Boss. In today's video, we're going to talk about winter protection of fig trees. This is kind of a timely video that I'm putting out because very soon, upcoming in the next couple nights, it's going to get really low in temperature here in the Northeast, here in the Philadelphia area where I'm growing. So it's pretty cold for figs. As I've said before in many videos and articles, fig trees are hardy to about zone 7A or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. But those are really only the hardiest fig trees, and that assumes they're well lignified. But if it's going to be 5 or higher, that's a much better temperature that I feel more comfortable with. And also it's about the duration. If it just gets down to below 5 for a very short period of time, that's not really something to be concerned with. But if it's going to be that low for that long, well, that's a real test of a fig tree's hardiness. And in this video, I want to give you guys the things that I think you should do now so that you don't have to worry about it. That's really what this video is about. A little bit of peace of mind I want to give you guys. But I want to show you the potted fig trees real quick. These are obviously in storage. This is the first time I've been using this garage here. If it's getting below 15, where it's uncomfortable for these fig trees, I don't feel good about it, then I'll kick this heater on. I'll kick it on regardless, but it's got to go on at least to keep them above 15. You can see on some of these trees, they have kind of been eaten alive, but you can see right above there, I've had some rodents in here, some mice that I was not aware of, that were starting to eat up these fig trees. And that's really critical for your storage environment. You want to make sure that there's no rodents, there's no voles. You're also not protecting your fig trees too soon in the fall, because if you create a home for them, whether you're wrapping figs, you're covering the bases of them with mulching materials, that's just going to create a home. Now, what I realized is that on the other side of the garage here, there was an entry point for rodents and things to get in there. So I covered that up. They're going to eat the fig trees until there's nothing left. So I probably lost about 5 to 10 fig trees just in this new storage environment, not really aware what was happening as quickly as I needed to. Essentially, when these rodents eat the bark, you're eating the living material of the tree. So if the bark is coming off, you're basically dead at that point. And what has to happen for the tree to recover is it has to send up a sucker, a node, a viable bud from underneath the soil that the rodents hadn't gotten to. Now, some rodents, like voles, will even get underneath the soil and eat the roots. Lesson learned. Now I know the situation. And so I've had to shuffle the fig trees in and out. Now that it's getting really cold, I put all the fig trees in this morning back in the garage, and they're just going to have to deal with whatever rodent is in there in the meantime, because they would die. You don't want them below 10 in their containers because the roots will take damage and die. And then if the roots die, the rest of it dies. But the wood is a different story, as I've said. And so some of these trees, we've already seen 7 here in the Philadelphia area. We did get down to 7. And just an update on that, this tree here is called Squeglia, and immediately after that 7-degree low, this tree took some damage. And I noticed it here at the top. Sometimes the damage, it takes months to really show up. You don't really know. And especially if the tree is not lignified well, you won't really know. But this definitely took damage, and I thought it was the top 4 inches. It looks like even more than that. The trees lignify from the bottom up, so every bud that forms, every new leaf that forms, takes about 3 months, maybe even 4 months from when that bud had formed to lignify well enough to really withstand the cold. You just cannot see good hardiness on these fig trees if they're not lignified. And it's more important than the variety itself, because you just will never reach the genetic potential. It won't even come close. You know, a variety like Hardy Chicago, which is supposed to be the hardiest variety in existence, or at least one of them, you know, that tree it takes damage at 20 degrees Fahrenheit if the branches aren't lignified. And that's well documented across many people in many different climates. So you need to figure out a way to get the trees to stop growing. And I did that over years of realizing that if you just protect the tree for one season, and people had told me that for years, they said, Ross, just protect your tree for one season. But they never could tell me why. What that does is it changes the hormones within the trees. They grow a lot slower the next year. They typically fruit easier. And then the branches harden up better because the growth stops well before the fall comes. And then you have these really well lignified branches. This one back here called Squiglia that we looked at, that's as tall as the garage almost. I mean, this thing is probably about 6.5 feet. It grew that much in one season. I cut it all the way back to nothing. So when you cut them really far back, when you get them killed by the cold, that prior winter, the hormones change in a way that encourages them to grow. And they'll just keep growing. Typically they won't fruit, and then they won't lignify properly. And that's exactly what happened with that Squiglia. Now I thought it looked pretty good. It looked pretty well lignified going into this winter, and I took a chance on it. But all the other trees in here, there's a tree right here. I cut this back to almost nothing and just covered the base with wood chips. Other trees over here, you can see a mound of wood chips because I took the entire trunk of the tree, like this one here, bent it all the way to the ground, pinned it to the ground, and then covered it. So that's what I would recommend you guys do. That's the method I would use. Pin them to the ground. You can stake them, tie them to the stake. You can use rocks, boulders, landscape materials, and then cover it. And you can cover it with anything, a blanket, mulch, leaves, straw, wood chips, housing insulation. And that'll just keep it warm during this time. And then once the cold ends, and typically for here in the Philadelphia area, you want to remove all your winter protection like the 1st of March, the 15th of March at the latest. And then you're off to the races at that point. And you just get that 1 year of winter protection, and the trees look great. Going forward, they lignify properly, and they can actually reach their genetic potential. The next one, all right? Take care.